Yo everyone, so as promised yesterday I am going to be doing my favourites of MAC lipsticks, but I've realised that I've got so many MAC lipsticks and so many that are my favourites to me that I couldn't possibly choose, so I've decided to kind of split them into colours to make it easier so that I can do more than one video. So this video is going to be my favourite kind of nudes and brownie sort of colours, and then a video that I do after this will be like pinks and purples and my favourites from them, and then maybe I'll just do like a reds on its own. So I hope that that's alright with you lot. Firstly, please don't be alarmed by the title of the video. I just wanted to make it easier for people when searching, because I know how difficult it's been for me with my particular skin tone. I'm a MAC NC40, so I kind of sit smack bang right in the middle of darks and lights. And because of my ethnicity as well, it can be difficult sometimes to try and find the right kind of colours to suit myself. So I want to be able to give other people the opportunity to kind of see what has worked well for me that may then work well for them. By all means, obviously, if you're lighter or a lot lighter than me or a lot darker than me, that doesn't mean that the colours that I mentioned won't suit you, but it just means that try them out first instead of like blindly ordering online, so that you know that they definitely suit you. So just to clarify things for people, I am half Kenyan Indian and I am half Pakistani. But my Pakistani side is very much, before then was Afghani or something like that. Anyway, my dad is pretty much white. To look at him, you'd think he's a white guy. And my mum is probably a little bit darker. So I am, my brother's darker than me, but I'm right kind of in the middle. I'm not a dark-skinned Asian. I'm considered a more fairer skinned Asian, but there are people that are still, like, I'm probably one of the darkest members of my family. The majority of them are pretty white. But yeah, so that's just to clarify my heritage and where I'm from. I've also been mistaken many a times for South American. That would be Brazilian. And Chinese. What else? Spanish, Italian. So I'm just going to put these into the title just to help people, because then if I've been mistaken for this or those ethnicities or from those countries, then there may be people that are obviously the same colour as me from there that may want to, that may find this video useful for them. So yeah, so I'm going to get started. So these are going to be my favourite MAC lipsticks, my MAC Nude Brown lipsticks. And then I think I'll do ones of, I don't just own MAC lipsticks, but MAC are the ones I have the most of. So I've got a couple in my hand. Alright, let's get started. And these are all, as I believe, permanent lipsticks, because I did do my favourite MAC lipsticks video once, but a lot of them were limited edition, which I don't believe is fair. So the first one is called Double Shot, and it's an amplified. Now it's a really nice, deep, warm brown colour, and because it's amplified, it really stands out. I've been using this a lot over the fall season, so this goes really well. I've worn it with this same eye look. I'm wearing a very golden brown eye look. This would just smash it. It would just look really good with it. So I highly recommend this. I haven't had it that long, but okay. Now this one, I think this one somehow managed to get into this video, which I think should have been in the pinks, but it's called Modesty. And it's a cream sheen. This was recommended to me by one of my subscribers. Thank you again. You're great. I love this. This is a really nice muted rosy pink. And it looks like that. It looks amazing. This is obviously more on the nudish, pinkish kind of side. If anything, it just kind of livens up your face. It's not something bright like the one I'm wearing, which, for reference sake, is Up the Amp, which is my favourite. Overall, it's my favourite lipstick is this one. This one just really warms up the face, livens it up. Can be worn day or night, it's up to you. Next one is called Hot Chocolate, which is a satin. Again, it's another dark brown, but this one is a lot darker than, what was the other one called again? Double Shot, that's it. And I will put them next to each other just so that you can see. You see this one, Hot Chocolate, has got more of a purpley tinge to it, whereas the other one's got more brown, but they're still kind of same in how dark they are. They're both as dark as each other, just slight variation there. Another one now, I love this one, Velvet Teddy. This one is a matte lipstick, and it looks like that. It's a really nice chestnutty, pinky kind of brown. You see how it compares to Modesty, which is a bit more pink. This is lovely. The durability of it, how it looks on the lips, it doesn't drag, anything like that. This is a staple must-have. I love it. Another one I've got is also an amplified, is Half and Half. And it looks like that. And it's called Half and Half pretty much because it's half kind of pink and half kind of brown. So it's a mixture of the two main kind of shades. And it's this one here. Looks really nice. These all will flatter Asian, South Asian skin tones, Bangladeshi, Pakistani, Indian. They will flatter all skin tones as well as lighter and darker skins as well. But for those that obviously, like I said, specifically asked for Asian, there you go. The next one is called Jubilee, which is a luster. Nearly finished it, as you can see. Because it's a luster, it's very sheer, so you have to pile it on, which is another reason why it's so low down. This one and the other one I'm going to show you in a minute. So when I was looking for a job about 2 years ago now, if you guys remember, I wore this for all my interviews. This one and the other one, which is Freckle Tone, because it's not too in your face. It's the one on the end. It's not too in your face. It's a really nice warm goldeny sort of colour. It's not overpowering, it's not inappropriate, it's not unprofessional, so it's really good work colour, everyday sort of colour as well. But you do have to pile it on quite a bit because it is a luster and it tends not to show up as much. And then the other one that I just mentioned is Freckle Tone, which is very similar, but I'd say it's a bit lighter. Again, you see, because it's a luster, how much of it I've used. So I will just wipe it underneath. And you can see that one has, the one above it had more pink to it, Jubilee, whereas this one has more brown to it. But this one is a absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous nude. And I hope it does help me showing it to you on my hand, because my hands are still kind of tanned, but not as tanned as it would be if I'd shown you on my face. So that's Freckle Tone. Freckle Tone is probably one of my top 5 favourites as well, I'd say. Wore it all the time when I know that at work, because at work I can generally wear what I want in terms of makeup, because I'm a marketing manager. And but those days when I've got a very important meeting with the banks or whoever it may be, estate agents or whoever, I tend to wear something more muted like Freckle Tone, so as not to look too like inappropriate. Another colour I love, and I remember being recommended this by a girl who's NC40, a friend of mine, this Ravishing. It's a really nice kind of corally orange colour. Again, this one is a cream sheen, but you do have to pile it on quite a bit. She used to wear this nearly every day to work, and she was a stunning beauty anyway without makeup. She's just one of those natural beauties, but she always used to love wearing this, as it really like livened up her face. It's a really nice brightish colour, but not too in your face bright, so it still gives you that nice kind of colour that you want, but without it being too bright. Another one is Shy Girl, which is a nice cream sheen. Looks very similar to Ravishing, but you'll see it's a lot lighter. See underneath Ravishing? It's a little bit lighter. It's almost like, I would say, the baby version of Ravishing. The one that's not as strong. And lastly is a luster called Sea Sheer. I remember I bought this on my birthday about 2 years ago. Now, even though it looks like a really strong coral colour on screen, it's really not on the lips because it is a luster. Here you go. Don't be afraid just because it looks like that. When you put it on the lips, obviously, when you have a skin tone like mine, you don't have perfect pink lips underneath. I mean, my lips have got a hint of pink to them, but they are pigmented. So it will kind of blend in with that, and it will look kind of like that, but not as much. So I hope that you found this video helpful and useful, and the next one I think I'll do will be my top pinks and purples sort of thing. The top one will definitely be up the amp. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. If you've got any more suggestions for me, because I'm always willing or open to learn about more different colours that I'm not aware of. And otherwise, see you later. Bye.